Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Falcons will kick it away first. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Akron's offense will get the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in.
He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that, because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Zips need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Right back to him on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Zips will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. What a terrible, terrible shank. The Falcons offense will have its first possession of the game. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very, very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game plan. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's their guy they're going to focus on for that big play, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
Walker to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll line up for a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Ridley. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense tried to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, tried to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now they'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Creates a little room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Walker will fire. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's McMillan. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. Gonna look downfield again. Dances away to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. What moves, what escapability, what a play to get it into the end zone.
And what a bad job by the defense containing this guy. I mean, coming into the game, you knew you've got to build that fence around the quarterback and keep him in the pocket. Do not let him escape at any cost, because plays like that will happen to him.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Newell. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Walker to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Lanier. Oh, he found a space on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Spins away from the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. On the move, it's Curry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Zips decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now on the option. Now the toss. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Lots of running room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Walker will fire. Gets open down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Crosses the 45. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here he goes breaking the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, here's the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical.
Wide open spaces. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Walker to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, BG! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Zips with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Walker will fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Caught in the backfield. It's Ridley. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Look out, he's got room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Second down coming up. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Falcons started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop back a little bit.
There he goes! Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Akron! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Walker to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. This time he's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Zips are flying down the field. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Let's it fly. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.